What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we get started with today's very interesting video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we're now on the road to 500 subs. Who knows? Maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the year. Only time will tell, but as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Excuse me. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a Piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will also open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel that I also got from my partners at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of this set. But it wouldn't be the first time that I pulled a collector's rare, because I also pulled this. Freshly pulled out of my Genesis Impact box opening that I did a few months back is a collector's rare Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely beautiful. Obviously, the centering is a bit off from top to bottom, but honestly, it doesn't matter. I am going to be getting this graded at some point, though. Just never came up with a good time to do it. But with that being said, as I'm trying to get this back in the sleeve, or it's rather back in the top loader. Anyway, with that being said, if you guys want to see those boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's Biggest Issue. Maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which ties into today's video, which is this: what do you guys think will be the OC's will be on the OC's agenda when they return to WWE? Let me know down in the comments below, because for today's video, I'm going to be talking about the recent news on on not only AJ Styles, but also the OC, and when we can expect them to come back to Friday Night SmackDown. Now, obviously, Mike Johnson of PW Insider reported that AJ Styles was expected to be back on SmackDown this past Friday night, but unfortunately, it was not meant to be. Now we know that originally the original plan was to have AJ Styles challenge Roman Reigns for the Undisputed title at Crown Jewel, but however, that was written off as AJ Styles got hit with a spinning solo through the table and a splash through the table as well. That put him on the shelf for the latter part of almost 2 months, close to 2 months, which obviously led to LA Knight getting not only being in that picture with John Cena against the Bloodline, but also that title opportunity against Roman at Crown Jewel last week on Saturday. And obviously you guys know that AJ's last match in WWE was back on September 15th, where he lost a match to the Judgment Day's Finn Balor. Now, I'm assuming that was a dark match, I would presume. But since then, AJ Styles had been written off the road entirely and not even working untelevised live events as well. However, we know that AJ had only been semi-active this year in 2023 before he got the whole bloodline, got involved with the whole bloodline bullshit. And he also dealt with an ankle injury right in December of last year in 2022. Up until this past May. So he did miss out on this year's WrestleMania, which was a bit unfortunate, because I think the rumor was that it was supposed to have been, because I think the rumor was that it was supposed to have been AJ Styles against Austin Theory and John Cena in a triple threat match at WrestleMania, which that never came to pass. Because of AJ's ankle injury, that match was no longer in the works, and it was only just only just John Cena versus Austin Theory, which I believe, if I remember correctly, that kicked off. That was night one. Yeah. That kicked off night one of WrestleMania, didn't it? Give me a second, guys. Because if I remember correctly, I believe that did kick off night one. And I'm actually reading off of my old book here, so give me a second, guys. If I remember right, Night of Champions, Backlash. Yep, night one. Night one of WrestleMania was the first match. John Cena versus Austin Theory. So I was right. But now the question is, as I'm trying to readjust here, there we go. Excuse me. Well, but now with all of that in the open, the question now becomes, what's next for AJ Styles? What's next for the OC? When can we expect them to return to WWE? Because we know that Gallows was taken out with an injury at, I believe it was during a dark match, if I remember correctly. But now we know that AJ Styles got injured at the hands of both Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa. However, Carl Anderson and Michin, they were still active. And we've seen on social media, there have been a few times where Michin would team up with the LWO's Zelina Vega to take on oh my god, to face off against the women, against tag teams like the women's tag team champions Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, women against women the likes of Elektra Lopez and Lola Vice, who Lola is now the winner of the women's breakout tournament, which congrats to her. So again, the question becomes, what's next? When can we expect the OC to return, and what will their motives be? Obviously with AJ, his motives obviously are the bloodline. So we now know potentially Roman Reigns' next challenger for his undisputed Universal title, and it could potentially be AJ Styles, which leaves the question: how is Roman going to fare against AJ Styles now, knowing he doesn't have the numbers game anymore? He has no advantage over AJ Styles, and the answer is simple. This happened before. This happened before. Go back all the way back to 2016. Literally, go back to 2016. Go back. I'm going back to my book here. There have been 2 times where Roman Reigns had defended his world title against AJ Styles. The first was at Payback in 2016. The second was at Extreme Rules, but it was obviously in an Extreme Rules match. Both times Roman Reigns won, and he relied on the bloodline to bail him out. This time will obviously be no different because, well, let's face it, Roman Reigns, he can't do it on his own. He can't win without the bloodline bailing him out like a little bitch, as some fans would have said on social media. That being said, we now know Roman's next potential challenger in the form of AJ Styles. We know that Gallows and Anderson and Michin are going to ensure that AJ Styles does indeed walk out as champion, but when can we expect that match to take place? When can we see it? Odds are we might see it potentially as early as the Royal Rumble, but no later than the Elimination Chamber in Perth, Australia. So it's one or the other. So as far as AJ Styles' return to WWE, I would assume that we might see him return as potentially as early as this Friday on SmackDown, but no later than what, New Year's Day, maybe? Literally the beginning of next year, 2024? No later than that. No later than that. But let's be real. But let's be real. He might end up coming back potentially the night before Survivor Series, which honestly, that's gonna be a hell of a show. Excuse me. That's going to be one hell of a show, given the fact that we now know what the men's War Games is going to be. We now know the men's War Games is going to be the Judgment Day against Seth freaking Rollins, Cody Rhodes, main event Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn. Now we know. As far as the women's War Games match, obviously it's going to be all of Damage Control. Now with the addition of both Kairi Sane and Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors are back against Shotzi, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, and now rumor has it the man Becky Lynch might get involved as well, which that wouldn't surprise me at all. But going back to this again, as far as the return, no earlier than this Friday on SmackDown, but no later than potentially like mid-December at the most. But I will say this: no matter when the OC returns to WWE, I can guarantee you that the Bloodline will be number one on AJ's mind, on AJ's hit list. It will definitely be the Bloodline. It'll definitely be Paul Heyman. And it ain't gonna be pretty. That is for damn sure. But with that being said, But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. My ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.